again, that's bullshit. But anyway, Russian can, stay away from Americans because Americans can stay away from Russians because they're hard and rude and they don't want to deal with these people. And so Russians can basically upset Americans even if they don't want to. And Americans would also mistreat Russians because Russian people are coming strong and aggressive to them. They can just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Stay away from this guy. He may be dangerous. Not like Muslim terrorists, but it's kind of, like I said, the same kind of dynamics is there towards Russians. That's why Americans don't like Russians. But the reason why it's not as bad as Muslim terrorists is because if Muslim terrorists is gonna blow off people, Russian guy may just beat people up. So Russian people, they are more cultural, they're more civilized. They're never gonna come to America to blow people off. They're not gonna start killing themselves. They're not gonna be suicide bombers. But I can see how they're not gonna get along, how they're gonna just stay away from each other, Russians and Americans. I can see how Americans can say, oh, you know what, we don't like Russian people. And how Russian people can say we need to beat Americans up because they're fake and they're bullshitters. I can see like that, I've been through it. I had a lot of times when I wanted to beat some Americans up because they were acting fake. So I just basically was staying away from them. And like how me and Dave, when I got so mad, I actually punched him in the face. And he almost... There's another guy who was here, and he from New York, so he knows Russian people. He talked him out of it, but from now on, Dave doesn't bother me. He's being quiet. But you know what? Me and Dave, we're not cool anymore. We don't talk. We don't hang out. We just like going to separate corners. That's it. And this is just how it is, Like I said, if Russian guy wanna come to America, he shouldn't expect to make friends in here. He should expect to be in his separate space. He should learn the rules, follow the rules, don't piss people off and do his job and get the money. That's what I would recommend Russian immigrants to do. Because they're not gonna be accepted here. Because they're not Americans, and most of the people are not gonna spend their time of the day to figure you out or to help you out. Because it's individualism here, so, like I said. And Americans in Russia, like I said too, find Russian friends, listen to them, no matter how weird it sounds to you, follow it. Be cool with people. Don't act like to Russian women like you do to American women, because they may think that you treat them like fucking whores. You may make them upset because the way like American guys and girls interact with each other, flirt with each other, Russians may perceive as like being disrespectful, So that's the thing. These are the things to look for. So that's why I'm saying, if you're not super open-minded and you're American, I would not recommend you to go to Russia. I would only recommend you to go to Britain, maybe Western Europe, maybe Canada, but outside of that spectrum, don't go to Middle East, don't go to Russia, don't go to Belarus or Ukraine either. Don't go, I don't know about China. China, like I said, it's probably gonna be business relationship, but no friendship, but yeah. I say Eastern people stay in the East, Western people stay in the West. That's just my opinion, based on my experience, because otherwise it's gonna be tough. Now, we'll talk a little bit about the Jews this time. Russian Jews, they come to America. Why? Why Russian Jews like to come to America? Because in America there are protections which they get which they don't have in Russia. And Russian Jews, in Russia, they were persecuted and all of that. So they don't care about friendship, That's why Jews fly to America, because in America they know that if they gonna learn the code, if they gonna act right and they not gonna piss people off, they can deal the business with people. And you see how Jewish people are too, they stuck together to their community. All they do with Western European Americans just to make business. That's it. So, that's why Jewish people come to America, just to make business, and they don't rely on friendships or none of that. That's why they immigrate and they, just work with Americans and get their money and live their life in their Jewish community. And that's why pretty much my dad immigrated here, and that's why I got here partially, but I was 19 years old, I didn't know. But my mom and my dad knew that as a Jew I would be better off in America because I would be more protected. And they did not think about all other cultural barriers and all of that. And I say that's true, people are protected here in America, it's safer than Russia. But if you don't act the right way, no opportunities and people will be pushed away from you. So that's just how it is. So that was my response to Mason Holt. All the best to you guys. Later.